welcome back to my channel. I definitely haven't done this in a while, but I feel like there's no time but now to film a little makeup tutorial. So that's what I will be doing today. I am just going to quickly do my foundation and maybe my contour as well, and then we will get started with a simple basic cast look, and then please enjoy my little mustache and my little goatee. I have refused to shave this whole quarantine. Well, minus the eyebrows, definitely shaved those. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Coffee, check. Music, check. Think we're gonna go for the tutorial. Okie dokie. Well, now that I look like I have a drug problem, we're going to go and do the eyebrows. No, I did not do any drugs. We are indeed using Jeffree Star lipstick to do our brows today. That's how I do it, okay? Clearly we're not working with much here. I do not have eyebrows to fill in, so I freehand it. Working with the tricks of the trade, that outer part of your nostril is where you should start it, then going diagonal from your nostril to the center of your iris is where your arch should be, so approximately there, and then going to the outer part of your iris is where from your nose to the outer part of your iris is where your brow should end. So boom, boom, boom. I do not start all the way in because you want it to not be a block brow. Just filling in the general shape. Then whether you're using an angled brush, eyeshadow, whatever you're using to fill in your actual brow, you want to start very gently tapering that edge to somewhat of the shape you're wanting to go for, and then still being able to bring that in a little bit. So then with your leftover product, don't dip back in and get more pigment. Just work that product around. Really make sure it's in place, the shape you're wanting to go for. Do not worry if it's looking a little too dark. We will clean that up after, and I will teach you how. Then even more, clean off my brush a little bit, and ever so slightly ombreing that brow. And then for me, I can just clean up by using a little leftover foundation and really tailoring that brow. Not bad. So then if you're like, this is too bold for you, this is too much, well, let me do the other brow quickly. Again, ombreing. So now, if you're like, ooh, damn, brow lady screwed up, they're way too dark, how do I fix this? You just take a little bit of your leftover foundation, your beauty blender, and then since you want the edges to be a little bit darker so that ombres naturally, I always push up, and whether you're using eyeshadow, I wouldn't recommend this for pomade because it might go everywhere. See what I'm going for here? So you get a really natural, nice ombre effect. Then they just look super nice and natural. Okay, coffee break. So now I'm just going to take Cherry Wet and Cone from the Jawbreaker palette. So I'm taking a huge ass brush. The colors will blend. And taking it from one side of my lid to the other, back and forth. Wherever you put the brush first is where it will be the darkest. And then using little pushing motions to get the pigment wherever you want it. So kind of just getting a general shape going, dipping back in, and the longer you take to do your makeup, in my opinion, the better it will always look, if that makes sense. Just take your time and know the more you blend, the more it will be blended. I'm just going to hop off right now and do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Step number 2, taking the darker brown shade and putting it right in the corner of your crease, just to add a little bit more depth. When working with darker colors, always know you can build them. You don't need to go full hand, full deep right away. And then once again, those pushing motions, getting the pigment where you want it. Okay, I'll do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. So everyone doesn't get lost. I understand that I'm using bolder, bright colors. I'm not expecting you to fill in your brows with blue or bright pink eyeshadow or anything like that. This is just to give you the general idea, the basics of makeup. Using where I've placed the pink shade, you could do a nice natural honey brown. You could do a more caramel shade. You could do a natural taupe, whatever you fall more comfortable in. I just simply like brighter colors. It's what I am more used to. I'm not expecting you guys to go out and buy the Jawbreaker palette. Use whatever you like and whatever colors you like. This is just to show a general shape. And now I'm going to go in back with the dark brown shade and just add right in the corner more and more depth, just packing that on. So you can see here, just really concentrating that color right in the corner. So you can see the difference. It's a little bit more smoky on this side now. Perfect. I'll do the other eye off camera. Then for cleaning up the eyes, just this area here, I would go in. You can use either a beauty blender, makeup sponge, whatever makes you happy. And I use a patting motion. And with doing that, you can get whatever shape you desire. So much more lifted on this side and a lot cleaner. I'll do the other side with a beauty blender. I just need a little bit more product for this side. Just using those patting motions and going for a more lifted look, just following the outer shape of my eye. Yeah, much cleaner. Favorite part of the day, highlighter time, Platinum Ice. This baby, well loved. I will go in with my two favorites today. My nice green shade, and then my nice lovely Platinum Ice shade. I think the green shade is called Alien Ice or anymore. I can't even tell because I've used it so much. Yeah. And then just where you've cleaned up that eye or anything like that, just placing it right on the high points of your cheek. I always wet my brush first before applying my highlighter, and just working that product actually into the skin will make a huge difference rather than it sitting on top of your skin. You want that product laying nicely down. I'm using kind of like a pushing tapping motion downwards, literally downwards, so the makeup sits like that. It will just show everything better. So, not highlighted side to nice highlighted side. Same with the other side here. Just really making sure that product is worked into the skin. And I use like a fairly big dome brush, or however you want to explain it. Yeah, then Cupid's bow. I just pinch the brush and go down where I've already highlighted. And then maybe just a little bit more on the center. Yeah. Then, of course, a little bit above the brow, a little bit above this brow, and that's basically highlighter. Then, hopping over to the Jaclyn Hill Palette Volume 1, I'm always very drawn to this shade and this shade, so I just dip my finger in, do a good swirl, so it's well coated. Go back in, well coated, and you just want to place it on your inner corner and bring that up into the center of your lid. And once again, just like that highlighter before, really working this product in, making sure it's not sitting on top of all the beautiful eyeshadow you've done, making sure it is a part of the eyeshadow you've done. And then even going in the inner crease on the bottom, just to make that pop. Then where you have your dark shade and your light shade, use a clean finger and just tap that out. Okay, I will do the other eye off camera, and then I will kind of finish up and we'll look at the finished result. Well, I added a little bit of mascara, some lashes, and of course lips. This is the finished result. I like it. Fun. A little different for me, but fun. Highlights always poppin'. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and all that humbo jumbo. And as my rescue animals would say, rescue animals whenever you can. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks for watching.